So today we're going to be taking a look at the Tusk Tank Bag that I've got on the Tenere 700. I put off getting a tank bag for a lot of years, and there's a couple reasons for that I'll kind of get into later in the video. But the plan for today is to kind of go through it real quick, and then we're going to take the Tenere out for a ride on the road, the trail. We'll fill the tank up and maybe do a few other errands and see just how much this helps me and if it hinders me at all. So this is gonna be the large. There is one size down from this, and to be honest, I don't think I would have wanted to go with anything smaller for this bike. For the TW200, however, though, I think this might be a little bit big. I don't know, I guess maybe that would work. I think it might get in the way of my 6-inch GPS on there, but maybe you don't have one of those on your bike. For the KLR, I think this is probably going to be about perfect as well. I don't think you'd want anything smaller. Obviously, it's nice to have all that space, but I think just kind of in comparison to the bike, I think that looks about right. And as always, I will have a link down in the description for this bag. If you use that link, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but I make a little bit off of the sale, which I always appreciate. And actually, if you guys use any of my Rocky Mountain links and buy anything on their page, they send a little bit my way. And I do really appreciate when you guys use those links. It makes videos like this possible. So before I stick this back on, I'll show you what I've got going here. So I've got the 2 individual straps looped around my Dirt Racks bars, and then I've got the little elastic band that they send along with it, kind of wrapped around to keep up the slack. And I've got the rest of the strap tucked down into the loop here. Same thing on the opposite side there. Up here, I think this is going to be a little bit hard to see, but essentially what I've done is looped it down around the front of the side member of the frame here, and then it goes up on top of the center tube and then kind of comes around the other side member on the other side of the bike there. It might also be a little bit confusing because I do have, again, that elastic strap kind of keeping the slack in order down there. But it seems like that works pretty well. It keeps these short enough that you don't have a whole lot of slack flopping around in there. The bottom side of this is kind of a sticky rubber material. Hopefully you can kind of make that out. And we've got straps up top to protect from the buckles, and then you kind of got the same thing going on at the bottom side. And I don't anticipate taking mine off too often, but it does have this convenient handle up at the top here. So if you are parked outside for the night, you can easily take this off and carry it along with you. So it seems like these tank protectors on the side will do a pretty good job. The ones at the front though, just because of the way the tank is kind of concave here and then comes back up, it seems like the strap protectors kind of want to drift in and the straps kind of stay just up on the ridge here. So I do anticipate that kind of just happening and me probably just ignoring it, and the buckles will probably eventually scuff up the plastic here a little bit. And honestly, I think no matter what you do or how meticulous you are about trying to keep the surface between the tank and the bag clean, you're probably gonna end up with some scuff marks eventually. But as long as you never take the bag off, now you won't have to see them. Got the garage door openers in there. Now, scuffing the tank up was kind of my first concern about having a tank bag. The second concern was that it would get in the way of my off-road riding, because I do like to stand up a lot, as you should be when you're riding any motorcycle off-road. But I was always kind of concerned that this would be in the way then, and also just kind of when you're off-road, sort of sliding from one side of the bike to the other. I just figured it would be sort of a problem, but I figured it was definitely worth a try, and like I said, we'll go out and do that. But because of that, I've kind of got this shoved as far forward as I can get it, and it does seem like my Tusk pad wants to just barely bump into it. I don't think that that should be an issue at all though. I actually can't get that any farther forward, otherwise my straps are gonna be kind of flapping in the breeze there. So this is how I've got it. I think that should work out pretty well for me. Now, as far as the actual storage space goes, we've got this adjustable bungee up on the top here that might be good to stick some gloves under. We've also got this clear section up at the top that does have a spot that you could run a cable out of that opens kind of from the back here via this Velcro on the exterior. Otherwise, we've got this decently sized pouch down at the bottom here. It doesn't seem like it's quite big enough for my giant phone, but that might be an option if you got something a little bit smaller. Works good for the garage door opener. the zipper, which supposedly is a bit of a weak point of this, and I think kind of depending on how much dust the bag sees, that may or may not be a problem for you. We've got a zipper pocket up at the top here, which has a good amount of space. Then this section here will let you into that clearer portion. Then we've got the little rain poncho. In case you get stuck in a downpour, you can throw this over. I think even without this, this would probably be mildly water resistant, but I would say if you do end up in a downpour, it would be good to have this laying around so you could slip it on quick. We've got plenty of these little elastic hoops in here. I'm sure you guys can think of something to stick in there. I haven't come up with anything good yet. We've got a couple more of those here on the back side of this removable section in the middle here. This is kind of a divider that you can pull out. It's got another little pouch on the bottom here that I've got some earplugs in. The back side, I've got a set of goggles in here, and there's actually a little bit of room down even below where those are. Another little mesh pocket with Velcro on the top, a clip for your keys, and a couple other little side straps there. So I'm gonna gear up, we'll hit the road, we'll hit the trail, and see what I think. So I'll be completely honest, another reason that I never picked one of these bags up is out of pure laziness. I just did not want to have to move it every time I had to fill the bike up, and I have not done this yet, so I guess we'll see how big of a deal it is. I think I'm probably going to feel a little bit silly, but I don't know. I enjoy riding the bike, not goofing around with straps and stuff. Let's see how bad this is. Clip those. Slide to the side. Okay, well, not so bad so far. If I didn't have these so tight, this probably wouldn't be a problem. There we go. Honestly, not anything that I think I should have been afraid of, and I think the convenience of this bag will heavily outweigh the slight inconvenience of having to shift it to the side.
Thank you for waiting. Order when you're ready.
Can I get the chicken grilled burrito, but can I get that with beef instead and with no ranch, please? Hello.
$5.47. Did you want any hot or mild sauce?
Hot sauce, please.
Have a good night.
Thanks, you too. Well, that is so much slicker than trying to stick it in my coat. And now I don't have to get off and stick it in the back bag. So honestly, on the road, I mean, I don't even know this thing is here until I either, I guess, look down or until I need something from it. And then, of course, I'm super glad that it is there. I guess I just kind of thought for some reason, because it was such a protrusion, that it would kind of be in the way of your arms or something. But man, I mean, I'd have to work pretty hard to even get anywhere near it. So I guess all of my concerns have pretty much been taken care of, more or less, with the caveat of one that we are about to test here. Oh, that is so nice. This all only takes seconds, but it's just so nice to be able to just roll right onto the trail. Now that we are at the trail, we will see if my last concern here, which is basically that I'm going to be bouncing off of this all the time, or that it's going to restrict, whoa, I should have my ABS on, that it's going to restrict my movement when I'm wanting to stand up, which of course you need to do some standing up. Man, this looks like it's going to be a mess. Oh well. Not so bad. Yeah, so I haven't... Whoa. You gotta be kidding me. I haven't really ran into an issue with it yet. Woo! There we go! Oh, wow. That was slick. My tire all full of slop or what? Weird. We did just get a bunch of rain, didn't we? Whoa, yes we did. Yes, yes, yes we did. So, yeah, I mean, I guess if I'm kind of in a relaxed position, which I do actually end up doing out on the road a bit when I'm getting kind of sick of sitting, it seems like if I'm kind of really leaning into the front of the bike, then I'm definitely bumping up against and kind of pushing into the bag here, which I mean we'll probably just get some taking used to. I mean, as long as you don't have anything really hard in there, it's not like it should be an issue, I don't think. Maybe it'll even provide a little bit of support for me. And yeah, I don't know, I mean it definitely doesn't feel bad. Different, but I think certainly worth all of the positive things that this bag has given me, even just so far today. So I would say that if you are interested in a tank bag and have been kind of getting one off for the same reasons that I've been, I would say give one of these a try. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, as I am. This looks like a good spot to have a little picnic. There we are. So, kind of final thoughts for this thing. It seems like it is a very high quality, which really, I mean, I think I've kind of ran into in just about every Tusk product that I've used so far. Obviously, they're not top of the line, but I think for the price that you pay for them, I mean, you are getting just as much, if not way more, than you would if you spent, 3 times as much on a bag. I think the value that they pack into this stuff is just always well worth the cost. But if I do run into issues with this, like the zipper problem, I will make sure and pin a comment down below. And if you guys are subscribed, I will make sure and kind of give you updates as I use this in the future. Let's have some lunch. Oh, my gloves are glued to my hands. Get my water out of here. If you guys are interested and have not seen those videos, this is the medium dry duffel. Definitely a pretty off-road proof, waterproof setup. Lots of room in there. I've got the giant one on the KLR. This is about as big as I think I would want to go, at least mounting it this way on the T7, but definitely happy with that as well. And just because I'm super happy to have it today, I will do one more shameless plug here. I'll have a link for this down in the description as well. This is something that I bring along on every ride, and I am always so happy to have it. It holds a lot of water, and it definitely keeps it nice and cool on a hot day like today. Oh, that's nice. That is still incredibly hot. I wonder if that picks up a little warmth from the motor? Doesn't seem like it, I guess. It is a little bit insulated. I think they stick the foam on the sides just to kind of keep stuff from getting banged around in there, but also keeps your food warm. Mmm. That tastes good out here.
So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, stay safe, stay swanky, get out, enjoy this beautiful world any chance you get. And if you can't do that right now, here's some more videos to check out in the meantime.